again, we have the Akosombo situation, the dam spillage. Well, in a related story, a rainstorm has killed 5 at Bedu. I'm sure you followed that story. It had to do with, activities marking the annual Yam Festival. And unfortunately, they were simply playing football on the pitch. 5 people, young people, gone. You look at the front page of the Daily Graphic, country's youth make future bright. That's according to Olaf Scholz, the German chancellor. And the youth, this is what is happening to them. But when you look at the dam's spillage and everything that has happened, I know we started talking about it. From where you sit, what more can be done, especially now that the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagman, says there must be a probe into the matter. I've heard the Energy Minister speak on that matter. Where do you sit? And do you think we really should be apportioning blame or healing and moving forward?
Both. You can't heal if you don't hold people responsible for their actions and inactions. I'll state one thing here, and people should not misconstrue what I'm about to say. I am not against the spillage, because the spillage was inevitable. The dam is a work of engineering. It has a limit of water it can take. If we did not spill the dam, there would be no... In fact, when we're talking about the disaster in Mepe, the whole of Akosombo Township, Pong, the whole of Adan, Shai Osudoku, Ningo Prampram, Punkatamanso, Ashaman, Tema, all the way to Adenta and parts of Medina would have been washed into the sea.
Yeah.
Completely.
Literally submerged.
Not submerged, they would have been washed into the sea. There would be none of those cities again. So the dam spillage was inevitable. However, the dam spillage was not occasioned overnight. GMET is on record to have been providing the forecast and projections of rainfall pattern to the engineers at VRA.
That has not always been correct. I mean, they'll tell you, for example, that there was a time when there was a forecast,
yes,
nothing happened. And
because
they had made the announcements and everything. And then with rainfall, sometimes it's not projected that it will rain that heavily, and then you have...
But if you look at the projections GMET had been making, it was clear that we're having some significant rainfalls upstream. It was clear, okay? And no, there's no weather forecast that's 100% perfect. I mean, you can't be God, okay? You don't make rain. So you can expect a certain level of discordance with the facts. But given what GMET provided, we were clearly seeing the water levels rise. Now, the question you should ask yourself is this. There are several measures that are used to control the water level. One of them is to start firing all the 6 turbines in the dam. Because when you fire all the 6 turbines, each turbine turns on the back of water. So the water held in the reservoir, because most times they fire only 3 turbines.
Right.
They fire only 3 turbines.
In fact, the VRA has been telling us that they were even controlling the spillage, using 2 or 3, because they couldn't do
but most
that.
times, what you do...
More of a disaster.
Yeah, what you do is you fire all the 6 turbines. Then you use more water in the dam. How soon did they start doing that? 1. 2. You need to ask yourself, when was the last time the VRA dredged downstream the lake?
That has come into question in recent times.
Because you see, you've had a lake that has been the downstream of the lake. You've had a lot of building go on in the Adan area, Akosombo area, and all of this have brought debris and silt into the lake. Has the VRA done any desilting in the last 30 years? You should come and tell us. Because you see, if you desilt the lake, the basin is deeper and is able to hold a lot more water.
The volume of water, right.
But when you allow silt to build up, the slightest spill, it will break its banks. So first and foremost, the VRA has to come and tell us, 1, when did they start firing all 6 turbines? 2, what contingency measures did they make relative to the rising waters? 3, Did they do any dredging of the dam downstream, the lake downstream? And then 4.
Is that the prerogative of the VRA,
Absolutely.
though, in terms of the dredging?
Yes.
And of course, the cost involved.
The lake is It's theirs, yes. The dredging is their responsibility. It's no other person's responsibility. It is VRA's responsibility. They have a badge that does dredging. That's a whole different story.
Not to even talk about, even as we talk about this, lest I forget, the stumps in some areas,
in some
and
of the areas.
dangers they pose to people on canoes and other things.
Look, and when it comes to the badge, the dredging badge, that's a completely different story for another. It's a scandal on its own. We'll come to it.